Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv, where you get the reliable news that is tailored for you, and of course where you can actually comment and interact.
Buhari, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, or Jubril al-Sudani listens to the clamor of some Nigerians. By now, he would have sacked Lieutenant General Tukur Yusufu Buratai as the Chief of Army Staff over the unending war against the Boko Haram sect. Not because this man, Buratai, is the major person that created this. The creation of Boko Haram did not start today, but it gained momentum. It became vicious not too long ago. And from all the indications that are out there, there are allegations of monarchs, politicians, and also military officers involved in giving face to what we know today as terrorists. The question on the lips of many Nigerians is whether the top general is still the man that will finally capture the wanted, the vicious, the terrorists, the northerner Abubakar Shekau. Is it the person that will neutralize the deadly network of the terrorist group and bring peace finally to the northeast? General Buratai has largely overseen the military onslaught against the murderous sect in this Buhari's administration. While the army is claiming many successes in the theater of war, some indigenes and residents in most of the towns at the heart of the insurgency in Yobe and Borno states have disputed the claims. Indeed, several years after the Nigerian government claimed the sect has been technically defeated, this Buhari's administration came up with this term, technically. The man that Buhari brought to be the head of the Justice CJN in Nigeria, Tanko, he came up with this technically, and they claim that technically they've defeated Boko Haram. But Boko Haram has continued their deadly act unabated. They launched guerrilla attacks at will, kill innocent people, destroying properties, kidnapping women and children, and stealing their food. Most northern communities affected by the war still sleep with only one eye closed. In fact, there are a lot of displaced people, IDPs, internally displaced people all over. Since the war began in 2009, an estimated figure of about 20,000 lives have been lost, while more than 2 million persons have been displaced from their original homes. The physical and psychological losses of the war is unquantifiable both for the military and the civilian population. Yet, the war rages on and there appears to be no end in sight. Every year, the federal government allocates money. No doubt the burden of keeping the Abubakar Shekau terrorist group at bay has come at a huge cost for the national treasure, which, with some estimates putting the figures in the range of billions of dollars. During Goodluck Jonathan administration, billions of dollars were allocated and the money disappeared. Now, Buhari's administration, they claimed that they were going to buy weapons, helicopters and stuff. We saw them pay and all of this, but till date, we've not seen anything done to crush down Boko Haram. That is not to say the Nigerian armies, the foot soldiers are not working. These men needs to be given kudos. These men needs to be encouraged. They are working, but unfortunately, how are we going to keep encouraging them to die for nothing? Why? We all know that soldiers have signed to serve and to put their lives on the line. But is it better to die honorably or dishonorably? The Nigerian army is said to give informations to terrorists, to Boko Haram, or somehow informations get down to the terrorists. And when the Nigerian army are out there, they are ambushed. That's not because these terrorists cannot ambush. They can also ambush because they have their own form of intelligence too. These are combatant guerrillas. These are trained terrorists also. They have their high rank trained officials among them too. But the armies have been seen to speak. Recently a video came out and the man was laying curses on Buratai and the Nigerian army. He said, what are we doing here? Why should we be ambushed? That is because he has come to realize that there is no way that this intel would have gotten out unless somebody from the top gave out this information. When this huge amount of money being spent on the insurgency is juxtaposed with the realities in the northeast, most Nigerians think General Buratai has not done enough and want him sacked immediately. Now, I'll tell you the truth. That is not going to put an end to this insurgency, as there is more to it than the eyes can see. Recently, the Chadian soldiers, led by the president, they went ahead and they crushed the Banui faction, the most vicious faction of Boko Haram, these terrorists. And they were able to crush them. They took their weapons, they killed them, and they even took some of them alive. The number of years that the Nigerian army fought against these terrorists, we cannot clap and say yes compared to what Chad did. We cannot measure it together. Chad did what people couldn't believe. Some security analysts have identified a number of problems affecting the speedy conclusion of the war. They include inadequate motivation of the soldiers by their commanders, lack of superior fighting equipment, non-rotation of men who have been fighting for years, and alleged sabotage from within the military itself, amongst others. These are the major problem. And I think one of the more problem is sabotage. If you have weapons, but well-trained with motivation, you will crush Boko Haram. But if you have all the fighting superior weapons, if you are rotating men, and there is a saboteur from within the military giving information to the terrorists, you will never win the war. Why? Because they need allocation from the federal government every year. And it is even believed that some of these military personnel, they make money from the kidnap, dialogue, and negotiation. Their position has been further reinforced following a recent viral video that I talked about, which emerged on the social media showing two soldiers cursing the Nigerian army and the chief of army staff after a deadly ambush by Boko Haram in Yobe State. In the video, the soldiers were heard saying, "This thing where army don't do us, it no go better for them. Army don't sell us. Them attack us, ambush us. Army don't suffer us finish. My brother, army don't suffer us. My brother, after army don't finish us, them go say change. Buratai, it no go better for you." The video further brought to fore the plight of the soldiers confronting the insurgents. The military high command confirmed the video, stating that the soldiers involved will undergo observation and counseling. Going by the military tradition, the soldiers will likely face disciplinary charges. In the meantime, anyway, instead of only disciplining the soldiers in the viral video who called out Buratai, the government can take some lessons from this if they are ready to crush terrorism. If they are ready to crush terrorism. The executive or the National Assembly should, as a matter of urgency, investigate the problems of the soldiers at the front lines. Government should look into the incentive given to soldiers battling the insurgency. They should not only be given adequate allowances, but these patriots should also get adequate life insurance cover for themselves and their families should they pay the supreme sacrifice while defending the nation. The military should also step up in intelligence gathering in fighting this war. This will minimize the casualties on the side of the Nigerian forces. We have lost too many young men in this war as a result of carelessness of some unit commanders, greed. This should also be checked. One of the first things President Buhari did when he came into office was to ramp up regional support for the Boko Haram war with the setting up of a multinational joint task force. This is the way to go, but if only they are ready to crush Boko Haram. The various countries affected by this menace should come to the party, step up their clampdown on the sect, and block all their supply routes. The Nigerian army should also improve on the combat gears of soldiers at the front line. There is a huge difference in the gears worn by the American soldiers on the front lines and their Nigerian counterparts. The gears are meant to give further protection to the soldier and increase their confidence when they encounter firepower. There is no doubt that since Buratai relocated to the northeast, if he's still there, The military has recorded many victories, little here and there against the sect, with many saying their days are numbered, but a little victory and much slaughter on the Nigerian soldier. So, I don't know what your take is about this. Now, against the background of the sacking General Brutai now may create chaos, some say, within the Nigerian army, distract the men at the front lines, which I don't think so. I don't think their general being there is the reason why they've been fighting the war. I believe that all of the above mentioned issues are what should be looked into. If these issues are looked into, I do not think that there will be this continual fight against Boko Haram without success, without victory.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.